Hello, collective. It is me again, the Solution Counter. I am Francesca. I wanted to talk to you because there's a lot of this going on. Breakdowns. I don't care what the breakdown is, we're having a breakdown, right? People are losing jobs, especially when the thing happened with the virus. You know, a lot of jobs were lost. Food shortages, materials went up, different products went up because of the materials and different things to make these products. Well, sometimes you got to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough, right? The breakdown gets you to the breakthrough of something new. A lot of times we hear in church and different places that death is the end, okay? Judgment day, the end. But I want to tell you, sometimes well, no, not sometimes. You do have death here on earth while you're still living. The heart is still ticking. The lungs are being filled with air, releasing air. The nerves are still telling the brain, you know, what's going on. Like, oh yeah, this person said that we keep forgetting stuff, so the nerves tell the brain, hey, forget stuff. I mean, all of these things are still going on. Manifestations of lower things, lower level things, of bad, like your environment. When you look around, that's what you manifested. You know, all of these things are still going on. All these breakdowns. But if you pay attention to all of these breakdowns, they've come to give you a breakthrough. Okay, so you have death to the old, okay, and rebirth to the new. These things are happening all the time. Dang, they're like every day. Okay, something ends and something new begins. It's never ending. Judgment. Okay, you've come to the end of something. Now it's time for something new. We call it manifestation, but it's judgment, karma, reaping what you have sown, regardless of what religion, what faith base you have in your life, you believe on, you believe in, whatever it is. There is death. Okay, there is this tower moment that comes because you are at the crossroads. You've come to the fork in the road, whatever the case may be. You can't go any further until that tower moment happens. Everything tumbles, everything falls. I hate to say it like this, but you know how like the buildings fell with 9/11. It's like that. Everything crumbles. Everything breaks down. Okay, so you can have a breakthrough. This is something that happened to me. My car broke down. I heard Spirit telling me that it was time for a new car. And I was telling Spirit that I would have to be knocked out of my car before I got a new car, because I didn't have a car note. I didn't want a car note, and I had been praying. I was praying nonstop for this car, but this is what Spirit was doing for me, because Spirit heard me praying, and yeah, it was a done deal for my car. I had to get a new car. I was thankful for the car, but that's where we go back and forth, and that's when I started learning a breakdown leads to your breakthrough, to the new beginning. It's okay. Be sad for a moment. Have your thoughts for a moment, but come out. There's a time and there's a season for all of these things to happen to us. You don't have to stay there. You stay there because you want to stay there. If you've been there too long and you feel like you've been there too long, that means it is time to stop. It is time to stop thinking whatever it is you are thinking that's keeping you in that low level vibe, in that place that you are not supposed to be in. And it's time to get up and get going into the new direction. That's all a breakdown is. It is stopping you from going in the direction that you were previously going in, and it is rerouting you to something new, something better. That's how we have to think. That breakdown It's for a breakthrough. Let's just say, even with bills, you have a ton of credit cards. You learned your lesson. Don't get those credit cards anymore, because there was so much debt behind it. You learned so much behind debt. You learned never to get this debt again. It was stressing you out. You were working for it. You were dang near a slave to it. Okay, it taught you a lesson. If you can't pay cash for it, don't get it. Either you don't need it, or you can't or don't need it just yet. But it teaches you to have that drive to go for what you want and what you need. Okay, so you don't get credit cards anymore, because you've learned your lesson from that. You had a breakdown moment, and it gave you a breakthrough to a new thought. And that's what you need. You need to have a new thought. And as long as you continue to think the way that you always have thought, you will continue to get what you've always gotten. So when those breakdowns come, it is time to stop and to think. Okay, remember, what have you prayed about? And this is why it's important sometimes to write things down, because you have to remember, what did you pray for? What were you writing down that you wanted to manifest? What is it that you were writing or you wanted to come to pass? That way you can look at these things. You can go back and you can remember. Okay, and then you can see the correlation between the breakdown and what you wanted, the breakthrough. Okay, where are you going now? What path are you on now? So it's okay to have a breakdown. You need to look at it as, where am I headed now? What are you saying to me? I was going down this road. You put a stop to it. Why did you put a stop to it? I know we were raised to not ask questions, but it is okay to ask the Spirit. It is okay to ask God why, so that you can know what's going on, and you can allow yourself to be in oneness with your higher self, with the divine, to know that this is where we're going. You can be in confidence about it. You can be sure about it, and you can walk with your head up, knowing that you are on the right direction. It is okay to ask questions. That's how you learn to ask questions. Why did this breakdown happen? Why did this friendship end? Why did this relationship end? Was it for my higher good? Could these people go where I'm going? Okay, why have you isolated me and I can't talk to anyone? I can't find the words to say to anyone. What is the breakdown? Where am I headed? And sometimes you are isolated so that things can be removed from you or purged from you, and new things can be entered into you. It's like an upgrade. Okay, your system is being upgraded. So things have to be downloaded into you. Old things have to be cleared out so that new things can be downloaded into you for your upgrade. You're doing a new thing. You're going to new places. You're meeting new people, a new career, new money, okay? Different things. You're headed for brilliance. You're headed for success. You're headed for financial stability, financial upgrades, relationship upgrades, friendship upgrades, whatever it is. The breakdown was only to get you to the breakthrough, to something new. Do not look at a breakdown as a bad thing. Woe is me. Don't do that. Don't look to people you shouldn't be looking to help you when you have the breakdown. There's a scripture that says, woe to those that go down to Egypt for help because of the men and the big horses and all of those things. Basically, an example just popped up. Thank you, Spirit. Basically, let's just say you need money. You go to a loan shark. Okay? Don't do that. You seek out the divine for help. Understand why you're going through what you're going through. And there's another scripture that says, think on these things in Philippians 4. Think on the things that he has done, that God has done for you previously. And remember that he will always do for you, because he has a hope and a future laid out for you before you're even born, before you were even thought of. So that breakdown is just to stop the old. It's to reboot your system. It's to give you an upgrade. A lot of people say computers were made after computers. No, no. We're the brilliance that's walking this earth. We're the brilliance. And if we look around at everything we're connected to, everything has pretty much almost like the same cycle. There is a breakdown or death, and then a rebirth or breakthrough. So don't despise your breakthrough. Embrace your breakthrough. See the light in the darkness. Okay? And when you begin to see the light in that darkness, there's no more darkness. Okay? There are people who lose jobs. They learn how to bargain shop. But in that bargain shopping, they began buying more greens, more green foods. They began inventing healthier foods. They began to invent recipes to where they can use several different items that they purchased to make several different meals. Okay? They began to, instead of overusing and abusing certain products that they purchased, they began to learn how to use these at a minimum. Okay? They begin to make things stretch. See how that happens? Don't despise your breakdown. It's just giving you a breakthrough. I pray that this message has been very helpful for you. And I hope that you share this message, like this video, subscribe to this channel. I am always thinking about ways to make life better. I too am an empath. I too have psychic abilities, and just like you, if you stopped here on this channel, it's because you're an empath. Okay? You know your calling, or you have a question about your calling, and you want to make the world and people and yourself a better place. You want to be a better friend, a better person, a better mother or father. Don't despise your breakdowns. They're just opening you up and getting you ready for your breakthrough. Okay? All right. I hope you have a good night, good morning, good evening, whenever you watch this video. Okay? Like, share, subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.